Hey now, good morning. Happy Monday, PASW staff, clients, and friends joining us for TV Scoring Monday. We look at a scene, usually the opening credits of a show, a popular show, newer shows. Although we've done Star Trek and gone a little bit further back, but kind of more binge watching shows that people are talking about on Netflix and Hulu and all these big, exciting platforms. And it's been a lot of fun because the opening credits always tell us the theme and the tone of what the show is going to be about, with Utopia, all these different shows, The Walking Dead, White Lotus. So this is another hugely popular show, and has some very nice music that we're going to take a look at. So today we're going to look at The Handmaid's Tale. So it's an American show. It's a dystopian, meaning a mixture between fiction and science fiction. Kind of that's we've looked at Blade Runner and other shows and movies like that, where the reality is kind of a mixture of ambiguity, created by Bruce Miller and then based on a 1985 novel, so by Margaret Atwood, and so. The plot is, so after the Second American Civil War, right, there's this totalitarian government, which is, Stalin and Hitler were totalitarian leaders. And so so what they do is they prohibit everything. And so everything in society. And so this society subjects fertile women. These are called handmaids, to childbearing slavery. So if you're not allowed to have kids, you are a slave. And that's what handmaids are called. So it's set in this society, used to be the United States, so it's kind of like if the United States veered off somewhere after the war, if things didn't turn out, if Hitler did win. Very interesting concept. And so the place that they're in now, ruled by this regime, and they treat women as the property of the state and tell them what they can do and what they can't do. Of course, one of the lead ladies is determined that she can is determined to survive in this really terrible world that she lives in, and to find the daughter that was taken from her, and that's Elizabeth Moss, and that is the journey of her through this show. Very crazy, as you can see from the trailer. Weird and kind of, it's psychological and interesting, because what if things didn't turn out like, and we didn't have freedom, and Hitler did take over, and what if these people, awful, evil people, thrived? Interesting concept for a show. We're here because of the music. Adam Taylor, American composer from Long Beach, so really, and wrote film and television scores, self-taught, and it was in bands and stuff. So he writes the opening. So let's take a look at the opening scene, the titles, and see what we hear and feel. So dark and minimalist, right? Orchestral music, very much like you would think. We looked at The Crown and other shows that had this kind of minor tone, similar kind of dramatic tone in it. So this is the show's tune, and it sounds a lot like Philip Glass, right? We talked about Philip Glass as one of the earliest film composers, the earliest newer film composers, where a lot of composers would use minor thirds, repeatedly. People do that now, and it's really effective for film music. So Adam Taylor developed this kind of minimalist style. A lot of tension, some dissonance too, and these pulsating bass lines going back and forth. Strings, right? We hear that. We hear piano. Those are instruments that Glass uses. We hear in there a four-note motif going on. So we're going to need something dramatic like that. So let's take a look at the credits without any music. So cool credits, visually very interesting and stuff, but we need a score like Adam Taylor's score. So see what you can come up with. Have fun with this. It's a very chilling dystopian psychological show. So this isn't something like Star Trek or anything like that. So each week we vary it up. Okay, so give me something by Tuesday, and then we'll see results on Friday. Okay, have a great week. Bye.